Tina and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Say hi, Tina. I know, it's been a while since I've uploaded. The last time I uploaded as of today was 6 months ago. And the last video I posted was of me graduating. This channel used to be about grad school, lifestyle, career, and all the messy things in between. Let's just say life got a lot more messy after graduating. This past May, I finished or graduated from Arizona State University with my Master's of Art in Communication. And I thought things were going to get a lot better after that. So I was prepared to do or start segments called post-grad or graduate diaries, which there were maybe a few of them. The ones that I did were based on the last 4 weeks of school when I was working on my thesis or my dissertation, or what is considered my digitation. Anyway, things did get better. It was like I graduated. The job I was working, I got a bump in pay. I was feeling real good. My birthday was coming up. And that was kind of where the thunderstorm happened. I had recorded, edited videos for those last 2 weeks of June. So then what started to happen was I ended up with a stress rash. It came off initially like eczema, which I initially thought was normal because my siblings have eczema, my mom has eczema. So I was like, oh, maybe this is just it coming through my system. So for about 2-3 weeks, it was not. I don't think it was eczema. I definitely think it was a stress rash. Because my anxiety was going through the roof. Very, very serious bouts of depression. My skin felt like it was on fire. I was breaking out in hives, literally from my neck to my ankles. I have currently scarring all over my body from it. I was sensitive to touch. I was scratching in my sleep. I couldn't be too cold. I couldn't be too hot. I was taking 3 or 4 showers a day. It was pretty bad. So imagine not sleeping, not eating, but also doing your skin have its own reaction to what's going on. And me telling myself, okay, well, you have to take care of yourself. So I started taking care of myself more, or better, I should say. My skin started to kind of clear up, and I was doing job applications, not hearing back, or or hearing back and not being chosen, or hearing back and then them saying, oh, we'll set up a time for an interview, and then not hearing back after agreeing to make time for an interview, or even getting as far as an interview and then not getting the job, which there was this job I really, really wanted. But I came to realize that the biggest issue with that process was I needed to be across the country within a few days to complete the interview process, and it wasn't gonna happen. So I let that go. Get my words together. I kind of fell into this regimen, this daily routine that I personally don't feel like is a routine for me. Because I always see myself doing so much more than what my current routine is. My current routine is a lot. It's heavy, but it is not how I see my life going. So I decided I need to start making changes toward it. So one good thing that has seemingly come out of everything, no, two things, was I got in contact with some family members that I literally haven't spoken to in over 20 years. I guess I'm telling my age. So I got into touch with them, and we were talking about like school, career, what did I want to do. One night I was having this long conversation with a family member of mine, and we were talking, and I told her what I wanted to be, what I always dreamed of doing. And she was like, I need somebody to do that. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, everything you just described, I need for my business. She was like, what do you think about you and I working together, where you can build on your own professional skills and we work together? So that was a good thing. So over the last few weeks, that's been a work in progress. So there's been talks of business planning, finding funding, getting all the legalities of it out of the way. That was very exciting. Out of a lot of the turmoil that I've had going on, something seems to be beyond the horizon that I'm looking forward to getting into, which is partially why I am smiling. The other aspect is that I have been working on my own website. I had one for years, and then once I was back in the workplace and I was consistently working, I didn't keep up with it. So now I'm rebuilding it, and it's taking a lot longer than it used to. But I don't know if it's because I'm being really picky about the graphics, the photos, the content, the copy, and making sure that I have the ability to do certain things. I made I guess you could say a small decision where I was like, I needed a side hustle just to bring in some extra side money. And a friend of mine had told me about this company called Transcribe Me a while ago, and I don't know why my brain was like, I'm not doing this, like, and stuff like that. So it wasn't that I didn't believe it, it didn't grab me then to do it. But this is the longest I've not worked, and it's getting to me. So I was like, okay, you want to work, get to work. So I signed up for Transcribe Me, and I started doing some of those. For some people, they will probably say, oh, if you're asking me if it's a lucrative thing, I feel like it could be. I'm just at the beginning stages. So there are different aspects of work that you can do as a transcriber. As you hit each level, your pay will change. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. It can always be a side job. I'm saying this all in a hopeful manner. You know, I get a job, I can do this while I'm commuting, I can do this while I'm at lunch. If I am lucky enough to get a job again where I'm working from home, I can still do it without it affecting my work. Or even if it's just that it's something I do at nights and evenings, all depends. We'll see how things go. But right now, I'm trying to find myself, I don't want to say this, but I have to find myself on the positive side of things, because if it's not going to work out well and I don't want to be sick, I didn't like how I felt. So We're going to stay on the positive side of things. As of recently, in the last couple of days, I had 2 interviews, which almost makes me laugh a little bit because it's the week of Christmas. And I applied to these jobs like last week. Well, one I applied to in the last week, and I got it, like part 1 of the interview of it. And then sadly, you know how Q4 goes, most companies, they're looking to pull people in, you know, staff wise, and then they start to look at their numbers at how the year seems to be ending, so they need to be sure if these roles can be fulfilled. Because I've been there, I've worked at companies that have been like this, so I don't feel bad about it. But right before I got to the second set of interviews, I was sent an email, I'm sure other applicants as well was sent the email, that they're putting the position on hold. Not that they don't need it, but they're putting the process on hold until the beginning of the new year. And if it's okay with them, when they open the process back up for that role, can they reach back out to us applicants? I obviously said yes, because the company itself is a great company. I would happily work for them. I love what they do. I love what the role would be. It's a lot of reasons to love it. And so I guess fingers crossed, we're gonna hope things progress in a positive way. But then, so I had that interview late last week, in the middle of the week last week. Got that email about them putting the position on hold on Monday. Today is Tuesday, and a recruiter reached out to me about another position, and I responded to her. It is a role that I am comfortable with. I have worked it before, and I know the processes. So she and I spoke about that. We'll see where that goes. And obviously that's not where my day ended. My day continued on with more applications and just trying to get through it. So that's kind of where the last 6 months have been. The last 6 months have mostly been me trying to not allow anxiety, depression to, you know, kick in. But then it's also been a little hard. You think about what you're going through, what other people could be going through, because you never know what other people are going through. Anyway, but that's about it on my life update. Nothing new, nothing exciting. Like I was hoping that by the time I did make this video and I was uploading a new video here, that I would have all this beautiful news to tell you, but I don't. This is just real life. I'm going to now go jump into another video. Yes, there's another video coming. I am going to try to finish this year off strong with Christmas. I don't know about New Year's, maybe New Year's. We'll see. But there are some definite ways to keep up with me if I don't do New Year's. My Instagram, which right here, just go follow me. And I guess I'll see you in like a few minutes. 3, 2,